So are you familiar with this controlling pH of soils? So they have this story where, okay, in certain questions, in certain test questions, they will always ask you about pH of soils, farming, growing crops, growing plants, that kind of thing. So what they are trying to tell you is different, okay, how the plants grow, how your crops grow is affected by the pH of soil. So certain plants, they will grow well in certain conditions. So not all will grow in the same condition. So most of the plants, they'll grow well around pH like this, where it's neutral, the soil is neutral or slightly acidic. Then some plants will grow better when the soil is weakly alkaline or more acidic, depend on what plant you have. So what happens is we can only have a piece of land to grow, as in farmers only have the piece of land that they have to grow whatever crops they want to grow. So it is not possible to have different patches of soil to grow different plants. So in order to grow different kind of crops or different kind of plants on the soil, on the same piece of land, they would have to control the pH of the soil using certain methods. So in this case, right, chemicals will be added to adjust the pH of the soil. So if the soil is too acidic, bases will be added. So you have calcium oxide, calcium hydroxide will be added. So what these do is they will raise the pH of the soil. But of course, you must add with caution, because adding too much base will make the soil too alkaline and unsuitable for plant growth. Then that's the story. So the question they will ask you is something like this. Which of the following substance is used to reduce the acidity in soil? Okay, that's right. Okay, so this is another variation. Like instead of using soil, land, and all that, they ask you about a lake that's polluted with acid rain. Marble chips are okay. Marble chips are calcium carbonates. Then this also in some sense is calcium carbonate. So C and D both are calcium carbonate. One is powdered and one is not powdered. One comes in big pieces. Then A equals ammonia is a so you have 4 options there. Okay. Okay, what happens in A and B? Okay, A and B should not be added. One is because they are soluble in water. It is very possible that you add too much of this into your lake. Then when you add too much into the lake will become alkaline. So when that happens, other environmental issues will happen. Whereas C and D, powdered chalk and marble chips, they're all calcium carbonate. They are insoluble in water. So they are insoluble in water. So when they're what happens when they're insoluble in water is like this. If there's nothing in the lake that will react with the carbonate, the calcium carbonate will just remain as it is, making it easy for you to remove the powdered chalk or the marble chips. So then you can just remove it. It only reacts with the acid. Then you use the powdered one instead of the marble chips, right? Powdered one you can sprinkle less and it's easier to control the amount of sprinkling. And if it is not reacting with the lake, then you can just scoop it out, like filter the water or remove from the surface of the water very easily. So that's why answer is C. Marble chips is too, they are bigger in piece and you have to add more. Then you have more to clear. Then it's more polluting.